Welcome back to my channel. We want to talk about discipline. Discipline is not beating a child. Discipline involves a lot of responsibility. It's about molding a child. You're molding the child's mind. You're molding the child's character. You're molding the child's temperament. And also molding the child's sexuality. You're also making the child know that when certain rules are obeyed, a resultant good. But if the rules are not obeyed, there will be punishment. Please, that punishment is not beating. But in this side of the world, Africa, we first beat and we now yell, and it's counterproductive. And the child is hardened, and the child may be worse than we first began. So yelling is not a strategy. Beating is also not a strategy. So what's the strategy? First, understand what discipline is. What are you trying to achieve by disciplining a child? Discipline in itself is an action word. So it means doing. So there would have to be a lot of action, repeated actions, a lot of iterations, so that the child understands that this is how this should be done. And that way, if you don't teach a child, you have no right to punish a child for what was never taught. It's like setting an exam, for instance. You never came to class, you never taught a course, and you're setting exams for what you never did. And also looking at it this way, it's like going to the bank to withdraw what you never deposited. So that's the way I see discipline. If you want a child to behave well, you have to make inputs in the mind, you have to make inputs in the character, you have to make inputs in the temperament, in the spirituality also. So the child is a balanced person. So we often hear things like, in our local parlance, your mama no train you well. Meaning your mother did not train you well, because the place of discipline is seen as the mother's sole job. Or sometimes you hear people say, you don't have home training. That means you were not still trained. So that means discipline is training. So parents conclude, we need to spend more time in training our children. So put this training plan in place. As we go ahead, you'll find out that there are ways of getting this thing right without yelling and without beating. You have to understand why you are doing what you're doing. Beating does not change the child. Yelling does not change the child. It worsens issues. It worsens issues. So when you put a training, or you understand what training is, what discipline is, you approach it differently. And of course, the results will be different too and amazing. It's a full-time job, no off days. It's a full-time job. And it's a whole lot of responsibility with intentionality to get a child coming up, being responsible. They're like, oh, this is a well-trained child. Now you want your children to be well-trained. Now get the recipe. There's a recipe for getting children well-trained. Not by beating. Beating is counter. If you keep beating, to be counterproductive. Because you have not taught the child. If the child keeps erring, means that the child has not, he or she has not understood what he or she is meant to be doing. The child comes to you, it's like an empty slate. You are the one to write on it. So what are you writing on that slate? The child comes to you, born to you, is an empty slate. Now, concerning character, what are you imputing in that? Is it a strong character, a weak character? Is it a strong virtue? Does the child have strong virtue or very loose virtues? You write on it. So personally, disciplining a child is your responsibility, but it has to be with intentionality. So how are you doing how are you disciplining your child? Let's know in the comment section. What is working for you? Let's know in the comment section. But know that in all discipline, the mind, the character, the temperament, and the sexuality are also involved. Take responsibility to have responsible children. Subscribe, share. Thank you.